Why, hello, everyone. Welcome back to Subnautica on PlayFrame, and the surface are close enough. Enjoy it while it lasts, because it won't be for super long. We do need to make ready, though. We need to do some basic preparations before we leave. For one, I'm very curious to try creating some of our new battery types. Because though I am slightly worried what will happen if we're in a vehicle that is destroyed with like an ion power cell going on. Basic ion battery seems like a pretty safe bet for making a tool that lasts a lot longer. What if we had just, for example, made the, oh yeah, a charge of 100 versus a charge of 500? Absolutely. The ones that I want to have the most power are the ones that are needed in emergency situations, which is stasis and repair. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. Love that. Cool. Okay. That we have done, and let's see. We did also find some. What's it called? Hang on. Crystalline sulfur, I think. Which should mean that there's new things we can make, like jump jet upgrade. Yes. I don't know how much a difference that is going to make. And what do I want to swap out? Storage seems important, at least a little bit. Depth, obviously important. That's very helpful in all the places we're wandering these days. I'm starting to this seems to mostly just protect you from collision with terrain at high speed, not from wildlife attacking you. So in a prawn, this seems mostly useless, if I'm understanding correctly how it works. Less useful anyway than jump jet upgrade. Excited to see that in action. Cyclops upgrades will need to wait till we get back down there. That's fine. What do we need to take with us? We need to offload some things. These we can keep. These are some basics needed for simple base building. I might grab another couple of titanium. I think I'll need them. We've got keys. We got an ion cube and a lot more. Where that came from, I should definitely bring some just in case we need them to power up more. Warps. Or other technology we find. And I should be a little bit careful with these because they are, it seems like, for now at least, a limited resource. We have found very few of them. So if we're going to use them to turn on portals or craft things, we need to choose carefully. But yeah, we got a few of those. Keys. Heck with it, I might just bring the third. Might as well. And I don't know how much I want to pack out our full inventory with supplies to take back down to base. That's probably better done just by making a making a little transport run on my own time. Probably so, because like all these minerals I can get down there much more easily than around here. Titanium and quartz also exist down there to some degree. Coral's a little harder, so bringing some of those makes sense. Just a few. Why not? What else? Whoop.
Come here to me.
I'm working on it. It's a multi-step process. I'm wondering what happened to the remainder of the Degasi crew. What crew's a strong word for 3 people? The Degasi survivors. It seems like, and the names are escaping me now. Hang on. Right, okay. It seems like, Bart Torgal made it back up to Island 2, but was pretty sick and was just content to die there while being able to see the sky and wildlife and all that. Paul, it would not surprise me if Paul just died down at that lowest Degasi base we found. It could be there's more Degasi locations I haven't found, but nothing's popped up. Like I haven't gotten any hints as to where to go looking for them that I recall. Maida, I don't know for sure. And I'm wondering if it is some sort of... I'm wondering if it is Maida who is reaching out and communicating to us. It, minus the accent, it kind of sounds like her voice a little bit. Could be my imagination. I am curious to find out, though. So let's see. We got med kits. We got keys. We got cubes. We got more batteries than we need, honestly. We can leave some of those here. I'll grab just a little titanium to ensure we are able to build a very simple little base if we want to. I should also grab more food. Well, yeah, no, I should. I should bring a little more food for the road, just in case we are wandering for a bit before we get our next chance to restock. Sure, we'll go with that. Okay. You know, 1 or 2 more of these for good measure, because when we do start taking damage down there, we take it fast. And I think we are otherwise... Sure, I think we're otherwise set. You know, let's wait long enough, because I'm curious to see what hatches out of this little nightmare. Okay, never mind. It's taking too long. We'll see them eventually. When they hatch. And whenever we're back here. Which, theoretically, will happen someday. Okay. We need to be heading back toward Island 1. And the teleporters within. We go. Okay, can confirm. The new jump jets, very good. Extremely nice. Better forward thrust, better upward thrust. All around, just considerably better. Must have. In my opinion, now that I have equipped them. And I did, just to test, I did try kind of like banging myself into into some rocks at higher speed in this thing just to see, all right, does that do damage now that I removed the hull reinforcement? And it didn't seem to. Not to say that it won't ever under certain circumstances, but I think swapping these two out was the right call. Getting around in this thing is now a good deal faster, feels like to me. Easier to maneuver, and hopefully easier to outrun large grumps. Once we're back down below. And small grumps, for that matter. Where's that portal? Okay, still, jets work a lot better in the water, which makes sense. I think. Probably makes sense. Okay, too far, where? Right, it was closer to like, not ground floor, oh no, it was ground floor. It was in here. Yeah. Let's go back. And here we are. Beautiful, and now, hopefully, we should be able to get in here, no problem. Tablet. Beautiful. Yeah.
New blueprint acquired.
Blue tablet, smooth and cold with a blue light which illuminates an alien symbol resembling an uppercase H. While it's likely these devices served in part as security clearance for whoever constructed them, their size suggests some additional purpose, such as personal computers. Whatever the case, the technology's far beyond humanity's own. I don't need to understand it. I just need to plug it into a thing to make a door open. And that will satisfy all my requirements. Okay. We are back. We are better equipped. What is the official name or semi-official name of this place again? Thermal power facility. What if we just call this thermal facility? There we go. That's better. Now let's figure out how to get out of here. Oh yeah, these jump jets are going to make life a little easier. A lot easier. We're getting our power recharged, and thank goodness. So now we need to get back up outside of this little space where the bigger grumps are. And I don't love that aspect, but it is what it is. We can't stay in here forever. Where's my exit? Here we go. This feels right. Yeah, alright. Uh-huh. What are you even shooting at? Warpers, I hope. I hate them too. When we leave, we're heading that way and down generally. At the fastest speed we can reasonably manage. Let's be about it. We go... I hope this is the right way. I don't remember exactly. Navigation is more art than science. And I get to say that because no one's here to argue with me. It's very easy to win debates down here. On the seafloor, in a prawn. I don't feel like I'm going the right way, though. Which does not help my argument. Southwest. Where was that little tunnel we took? We need something that can take us deeper and deeper down. That much I remember. And this is not looking like it. Not quite. Especially now that I'm heading north something. That's not right at all. I'll find it. Maybe down through here? This feels promising, yes. Sort of. This actually looks a little different than I remember, but cool. But yeah, I don't think I came into this specific spot. Yeah, this might not be where I was aiming, but still cool. It might still lead somewhere kind of interesting. Yeah. Got a good feeling. Considering. Man, it's so much easier to get around with these jump jets. There it is. All right. Still gonna try to go around because I don't want to get warped out of the prawn or set upon by a dragon while out directly over lava. That's a position I'd prefer not to be in. Almost there. Okay, every kind of problem approaches from behind us, so maybe let's scoot. Move it. There we go. Base, sucker. You lose. Insert tablet, which I... Where's the tablet? Did I can't imagine why I would set the tablet down anywhere. Where did it go? I am confused. I could have sworn that I picked up a blue tablet in that facility and then walked out. Did I just scan it and then not pick it up? That would be kind of ridiculous, but like the only alternative is some sort of bug that is making it, that made it like disappear from my inventory, which would also be pretty bad. Huh. Let's go check.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I mean, no question, if I scanned the thing and then failed to pick it up, that is definitely the funniest version of this event. Oh my goodness. That is literally what happened. Just incredible. I must be more tired than I thought. Anyway. Take two. Ooh, lava lizard egg. Delightful. Glad that's in containment. And friendly now. All fish have to be nice in the friendly tank. It is mandatory. Okay, we're doing this now, huh? Or are we? Change your mind? Saw the drill, huh? Can't blame you. You've chosen your battles well. Gracious. Let's try exploring around this side instead, just for novelty. Haven't really come around this side before. Even if some bug had caused the key to disappear, which would be a pretty bad bug. At least they do give you the blueprint for making your own, and one ion cube and a kyanite crystal or two. Fairly reasonable price to pay, if it came down to it. Yeah, I see you trying to camp the destination, but you're too slow. Yes. Again. Absurd. Oi. Let's go have a look around. We've worked hard to get here, arguably harder than we should have. Seems excessive. More of that.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
But I just got here. I don't want to. Are y'all new? You look very similar, but I wonder if you're a... Oh, no. You're a robot. Are you a problem? You are going to be a problem. Alien robot. This device is of alien origin, although its design is relatively simple. Its low threat level is at odds with the advanced technology apparently available to its designers, suggesting it was intended more to patrol alien facilities and repair damaged infrastructure than to deter invaders. Despite its simple design, this construction is quite elegant in its minimalism. 4 electromagnetic legs allow it to traverse floors, walls, and ceilings with reasonable speed, and appear to be replaceable. Internally, there are few moving parts, rendering this construct energy efficient and resistant to wear over time. A rechargeable ion-based power reserve ensures it continues to operate. Immobilize and return to Altera for mutual profit. I don't think that's going to be happening. Go away, though. Leave me alone. Okay. Let's learn things. Rudimentary tablet. This device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access alien facilities, although its structure is rather less complex. It may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and was thus kept here as a form of legacy support. There's a lot to scan in here. Exciting. Holographic projector. This device contains network apparatus and a holographic projection unit. It was likely used as a communications relay, capturing and projecting the image of the user to a remote location. There do not appear to be any other devices in range. Statue? This artifact is unpowered, suggesting it served a ceremonial rather than practical purpose. The pyramid resembles vines spiraling upwards toward the warm blue stone mounted above it. It may represent a plant found on the aliens' homeworld, a building of religious import, or even the gravitational pull of their home solar system. Strange carving. This carving's hundreds of thousands of years old and made from an unrecognizable natural fiber, grown on an unknown planet. It bears striking resemblance to the old Earth yin-yang symbol. 2 competing theories may explain the similarity. 1, aliens visited Earth prior to the 4th century BC and influenced the development of ancient Chinese philosophy. Or 2, the concept of yin and yang is universal. Since yin and yang describe the fundamental interdependency of seemingly opposite forces, it may be a necessary existential understanding in some form in all sufficiently developed civilizations. The tapering of 2 circles, union, into opposed and infinitesimally small points, the finite, is one logical way to represent this understanding, and may have been developed independently by species other than humans, which would be neat. I kind of like that explanation even more. What else we got? Now that's just a sword. An ancient earth blade dating back to the 13th century. Blood samples on the blade match the DNA of 7 separate heads of state from the period. This evidence supports the theory that the aliens are an ancient spaceborne civilization, engaged in the surreptitious study of less developed species. I see. We have been studied. Oh, ion cube fabricator, you say? That seems important. This device appears to be the origin of the raw mineral that forms the base of the ion cubes, which power smaller alien systems. Likely drawing power itself from the main thermal plant, this device may represent an almost limitless source of energy. Good to know I can probably come back here for some more of that, if needed. What else we got? Alien technology. Translation device. This device stores linguistic data from over 1,000 different languages. The core of the device may allow alien texts to be read and translated. Analysis of the onboard data reveals a number of ancient Earth languages. The term CHBC Live appears many times in the device's data. Its import is unclear. The device seems to be configured to translate into the designer's language. It will not work the other way around. Of course not. Empty case. Oh, not empty. Scans show some form of advanced nanobot inside this seemingly empty case. These bots are substantially smaller than any developed within the Federation, and it's not possible to ascertain their exact function. It would, however, be unwise to release them. I agree. What's this then? Organic Matter Particulator. This device contains a highly unstable radioactive isotope, likely to destroy all organisms exposed to it, while leaving physical structures intact. Although it would function perfectly well as a weapon, it was more likely used to sterilize spaces for later inhabitation. Without instructions, it would be unwise to interact with it. That's true. What's this? A tracking implant. This construct is emitting a high-bandwidth signal consistent with alien transmissions intercepted elsewhere. DNA on the exterior indicates it was once implanted inside one of the life forms indigenous to 4546b, its size suggesting the subject was a Leviathan-class organism. Beyond tracking and broadcasting its location, the implant may also have recorded biological data on the subject. However, this data cannot be retrieved. I'm hearing a lot of quitter talk from you, PDA. Apply yourself. An alien building block. This rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts, and there is some genetic and technological crossover with the design of the self-warping constructs encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state, and is awaiting some kind of activation sequence. Materials such as this may have been a fundamental building block of the aliens' technology, or even of the aliens themselves. Alright, we've enjoyed our little museum search here, but we got a lot of rooms branching off from here, kind of seems like. We entered from down here. There's reading up there. Let's see what it is we've got off in these other branches. Ooh. Excellent. Don't know where that goes, but we're gonna find out later. I wonder if we've got multiple teleporters branching off from this space. That'd be pretty cool.
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
Well, that's much more impressive than my fish tank. All right, then. Any of these scannable in a useful kind of way? Seeming like not. Although it is interesting that, like, some of these are very similar to the eggs which I have found and grown, except a lot bigger. The one I found that grew this, I don't remember what that grew into, but this is way bigger than the one I found. That's pretty fun. They used to be a lot bigger. Or there's just a limited number of alien egg models available, and fair enough, there are quite a lot in the game already. That one's a little too big, I think. But okay.
Integrating new PDA data.
See Emperor Leviathan research data. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upward to accommodate this species. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, this species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on a complicated ecosystem of plant and animal life. Large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's middle section, suggesting that, like other species on this planet, it produces eggs. However, internal scar tissue indicates probable infertility. Enzyme 42. The Emperor manufactures enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food, and will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters. The substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium, and its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. it would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme's being delivered. Health. Comparative analysis of size and metabolic rates indicates the specimen captured by the researchers was approximately 1,600 years old. Extensive internal and external scar tissue suggests it had lived well in excess of the peak lifespan for its species. Assessment. While a healthy emperor specimen may have held some potential as a cure, it is unlikely any research subject survived quarantine procedures. Bummer. We'll keep looking around, though. What a large base full of facts we've found. Next room. Another of these. Very cool. We're gonna get ourselves warped, if not to another facility we've never found before, just to some other location out in the world. And it's going to be very convenient, hopefully. We'll poke our head in there in a minute. I want to look around some more. Wow, man. This seems to go a lot of places. I'm gonna need more of these. Guess I better get drilling. Prawn suit? I require your drill.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Very good. Let's have another. And why not? I'm hoping this place will continue to produce more. It is certainly the impression I am getting. I'll leave you to your work. But if the pattern holds, this should be yet another portal. We've got a lot of warping to try once we're done here. Very excited about it. Oh, it went into the... Right. It went into the prawn suit's pockets, not mine. Silly me. I'll be needing these, thank you. And also some food and water, gracious. Was getting so distracted by reading, forgot to do the food.
Vital signs stabilizing.
You mind? You missed your chance. I'm already in here and I could warp one of 4 faraway places where you can't bother me. You lose? Good day, sir. Beautiful. Let's finish looking around in here first. Much to scan, much to read. Haven't gone in here. Yeah. Ooh. PDA, thoughts? I like their fish tank, and their... I don't really know what that is. Not gonna jump down there, but... Inflow pipe. Peepers entering the containment facility. The pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. The fish show no signs of distress. The specimens scanned have all consumed high quantities of seeds and organic matter from the surface. Some specimens are beginning to show signs of infection. I like that the game has managed to incorporate a fish tube. Like those little salmon launching things. Pretty fun. I want to be able to build one of those. Enzyme host peepers leaving the containment facility. The outflow pipes are filled with peepers traveling back towards the surface. Specimens show no symptoms of infection. All specimens scanned are carrying enzyme 42, which data suggests inhibits the bacterium. Specimen stomach cavities are otherwise empty, suggesting that they may have purged the contents before entering the pipes. Assessment. If peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network, this may explain part of the mechanisms by which life on 4546b has survived since the bacterial outbreak. Right, but how do I take advantage of this?
Integrating new PDA data.
Ventilation control. Water flowing to and from the primary containment facility is being automatically controlled, independently of other safeguards. Data on the water composition has been recorded. Inflow. Water is being drawn from different biomes around the surface of the planet. The water temperature is considerably lower than the volcanic environment outside the facility, while microorganism and nutrient counts are substantially higher. Outflow. Oxygen-deprived water is being flooded from the system and recycled back to the surface. Meanwhile, the peepers are going for a fun ride on their own personal water slide. I do kind of want to go down there. I'm just not 100% sure I'll be able to climb back up easy. I could maybe run along the tube, though. Rather than jumping all the way down, let's try to jump on the tube and then see where things go. Hang on, there's two exits from here. This is how I got in. And I can keep going through here. Maybe this goes down to the rooms below. I bet it does. That sounds safer than jumping. Yeah. Safer. You know, we haven't self-scanned in a while. Infected, you don't say. Not seeing much more to scan or read down here, but I do like the tubes. Okay, back to the main room. Or lobby, let's say. There is a thing to read up here. Hey, nice. More have arrived. What? I wish y'all wouldn't do that. Seems unnecessary.
Integrating new PDA data.
Enzyme 42 project data. This seems important. According to translated data logs, an indigenous Leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as Enzyme 42, which inhibited the symptoms of the Carra bacterial infection in other indigenous organisms. The specimen was captured and contained in a purpose-built habitat for further study. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the lifeform's environmental needs, including the import of interdependent flora and fauna via an on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine had been unsuccessful. Bummer, but I've hopefully unsealed all the gates. What's back here? Something. Ooh, Hello. Sea Emperor fetus. Found preserved in a display case, it was likely a child of the adult specimen contained within the facility. Superficial damage to the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunted tissue development suggests the organism expired during the removal process. Tissue samples have been taken from the digestive tract. Analysis. It appears the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for the bacterium from enzymes produced in this specimen's digestive system. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain. Drat. Okay, what about... the egg casing. Sea Emperor egg casing. The shell casing is formed from thick layers of carbon composite, suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetimes. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. Analysis. Time pressure to develop a bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that, removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. Makes sense to me. Okay. Aside from all of our portals, we've got one force field to go through. And I don't know what kind of key they want. Hopefully purple or orange. Drat. I don't have that one. I'd have to make one to do that. Which I can do, but inconvenient. Fine, we're going through a portal. Do I bring the prawn suit with? That'd probably be smart. Because I don't know where I'm going to end up. Could be I warp myself into someplace incredibly hot. All right, we're trying the northeast facing one of these first. Here we go! Okay. We are not that far from home. I wonder if this is one of the, yeah. Well, maybe. Where are we? Probably smart to leave a beacon here, even just temporarily. Just in case I don't want to lose my place here. Just real quick. Okay. All right, where has this taken us? This looks kind of corally. I wonder if we are at... Okay, yeah, I see. Mushroom, trees, and forest. Cool, all right. Yeah, we are... Where's home again? Home. There. You know, we're probably not very far from... I guess I didn't really make a northwest station, did I? Still cool. Very cool. What's this? Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. I won't get very distracted because there's other things to look at first, but this seems neat. And I don't remember noticing it before. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's just sort of the cliff face drop off. I probably have seen it before. Cool though, all right. Neat. We are opening up a whole network for getting around this world much more rapidly, I think, without having to go through some very dangerous areas, and that is thrilling if it is what is happening. That's pretty amazing. Let's bring you with, well, yeah, for now let's bring you with. I don't have enough beacons on me to leave one at each of these spots. That is definitely something I'm going to be doing later. Because that seems like important knowledge to have. Cool, so that's what that one does. Sweet. So, all right, there's northeast. Let's try northwest-ish. No, these both seem to go northeast, kind of. I'll find a better designation for these. Where's this go? Ooh. Where the heck is this? Are we underwater? We must be. We're like 300 meters down. Or we're about to be. Okay. Go away. Haha. My planet needs me. You can't come. Did we find this one? I'm wondering if we found this one. There was like one of these we randomly found. It might have been this one. Then we like poked our head in and it was like, oh, the portal's not active. We can't do anything with this. That might have been this one. You go away. I don't know how to deal with you yet. And this one puts us pretty far northeast of home, so we're actually probably pretty near Northeast Station at this one. Ah, that's cool. What are you doing in here? You're not allowed in here. This isn't water, I don't think. Buzz off. Hate you. Okay, let's see where the other ones take us. Because it kind of seems like all of these are taking us to various just portal locations that don't have a facility connected to them, which is still very, very helpful as just a way to get around the world a little faster. Or from, like, the deepest point down here to topside in one of 4 locations. That on its own also very helpful. So yeah, that's like northeast, north What? I should stop even trying. Because it hasn't generally worked out. I'll find some way to mark them and place beacons at their exits later. Where's this one go? Ooh. Oh. We're down pretty deep here. Maybe this is the one I found. Because this also feels vaguely familiar. I guess every place is a place I've sort of been, and I've seen alien facilities in all of them. I do kind of remember finding one that had the acid pools, though. But rad. So yeah, that brings us here. Behind a waterfall and everything. Fun. I don't want to go out there. Out there sucks. Let's try door number 4. Whee! Ah? Now this does not look familiar. This? It's got a lot of the plant life that we find on the islands, though. Island 2 specifically. I wonder. Now, where is this? Huh. Kind of dark out here. We're not even that deep down. Home is about a little under 1,000 meters that way, so this is basically just straight south from home. Oh, heck. Right, okay, yeah. We found this near where I built my little station out here. Yeah, maybe I should be moving some of my... You can't do that. It's not for you. There's not even water. What's the matter with you? These fish play by nobody's rules. Oh dear. Now hang on, do I have... I don't think I have any kyanite on me. I did take some back home, though. Let's... If I can get home relatively easy from here... I know we're going pretty long here, but there's like literally one more... Yeah, I really don't love how dark it is out here. There's like... one more door to go through in that base that requires a blue key. And I am not waiting a full week for another recording session to find out what's in there. Heck no. I must know. Ah, home sweet home again. Didn't expect to be back here so soon. Ow. Close enough.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. I probably won't be staying long. Storage. It's fine. Okay, we gotta make a key. And we should have everything we need for that. What is... Ah, blue tablet. I definitely have some kyanite here, right? Maybe I used it already. I might have. Hey, where's our new tank friend? There you are. Little fellow. Yeah, I might have left the kyanite downstairs in Cove Base. Drat. Fine, I'll be patient. It has been a pretty long one. Y'all have a good one. I will do just sort of the basic grindy work I've been doing, gathering basic supplies. I'll plant some beacons near each of those portal exits just for our later convenience. I'll gather what is required to make this key. And then on Monday, we are finding out what is behind that force field. I am so curious. I must know. Take care, all of you. I'll see you Monday for more Subnautica. Goodbye!